Wagif, are you ready for exam for Sasmo? Huh?
Sir, I don't know. I hope yes.
Good. If you think you are ready, then you are right. You are ready.
Sir,
Hi, Rahim. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm also good, thank you. So, Rahim, I shared questions until 2018, I guess, right?
Yes, 18.
So, actually, maybe if you have time, you can have a look. If possible, you can practice. And also, we will actually solve those questions together in the class time. And I just give this at least, Rahim, now you have papers from 2013 until 2018. That is 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. That is 6 years paper. And that is P6.
2014.
Huh?
2014 to 2018.
How about 13? 13, didn't I give you 13? Hi, Adnan.
When I checked the video, our first lesson about Sasmo style questions, you said there that you couldn't find 2013 for some reason, so we started from 2014.
Okay, let me check then. Okay, it's okay, no problem. After all, especially the last 5 years, that's really important. Okay, maybe also I'll try to give you 2019 and also maybe 20. So let's see. At least have a look. If you have time, Rahim, try to solve every question. At least give a try, okay? So actually, now we are going to solve the question from P6 2017. And next time we will see 2017 S1 and also maybe 2018 if you have time, okay? And also that's it. So actually today is 16 and we had class on 14, right? So that is 14th of April and today is 16th of April. And you are grade 7A. Okay. All right, because last time we started this and hopefully we will finish this quickly. I hope. And let's see. Okay. So I think we stopped here. We also did this question and we couldn't finalize, but I'm going to skip this. Okay, you can have a look and read this and do this because now if we try, if we discuss it again, it may take time, especially this mathematical reasoning question. We just read this. Okay, if you understand, do it quickly. And for some questions, we have a method. Actually, you can just do this by tabulating the data. But some questions, you have to only, make a connection. Logical connection between the statements and reach the conclusion. Anyway, maybe we'll get back to this. Rahim, did we do this question? Question 15? No? Okay, then let's continue from here. So today is again.
We ended on 11.
11?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
How about this question? We did 13.
No, we did.
Yes, 13, 13, sorry.
Even we talk about this question, right? This 14.
Mister,
and
we didn't talk about it this
is
time.
burger, mister. I
Yeah.
think I saw when you were, this is burger, right? My guess.
We talked about this.
No, we didn't talk about this. I just guessed. Is this burger?
Okay.
This should be burger.
Okay,
No?
we can get back to this question again maybe later because if we talk about it again, it takes time. Okay.
No, we did this kind of question. We did this kind of question in the past.
Yeah. So, okay, let's continue. Maybe later I will get back to this question, okay, if we have time, but not now because I don't want to waste time. And Rahim, as you see, it's not like 2-3 questions. In Sasmo, we have 25 questions. And we have 2 different types of questions, right? The first 15 questions, they are multiple choice questions. And if your answer is correct, you get 2 points. If it is wrong, -1. If nothing, it is 0. And also the next 10 questions, okay, the first 5 questions or 6 questions, they are easy questions comparing to the last 5 questions. That's why you need to spend your time for easy questions first. And after that, if you have time, then give a try to harder questions, especially the last 5 questions. They are hard questions. Try this in the last minutes. Anyway, guys, let's continue. A square paper is folded as shown below. In the final step, 3 holes with different shapes are made. Where will the holes appear on the paper? In this kind of questions, okay, maybe if your visualization skill is strong, okay, you can just have a look and get the answer. If not, actually, you can just use a piece of paper, okay, just fold this, and also in this way, it may help you to solve this kind of problem easily. Okay, so now, guys, let's just do this together, okay? So now we have one paper. First, we have this, we folded, right? That's our first fold, right? And after that, we folded again, right? And again, we folded again here. So now that is the last part it's a triangular shape, right? If you just unfolded this, right? This one is point A, and this one is A prime, right? They overlap each other. If you just unfold this, actually, what will we have here? This picture looks like, let me just change the color here. This circle, it will be here, right? This circle, it will be here. And how about this one? This rhombus, right? If I just draw a line that is parallel to this, okay, and also parallel to this, right? So this will be
Answer is
somewhere
D.
here,
Answer
right?
is D.
D?
Yes.
No, D is not possible, Rahim. How is that possible?
If you look at another paper.
No. So how about this one? Can you just tell me, Rahim, if I just unfold this, can you tell me about this triangle?
It's going to be right beside it.
It will be like this, right?
Yes.
This
Yes.
actually comes to this side. This comes to this side. So it will be something like this, right?
Yes.
So now if you look at this, so this one, they are looking different directions. This cannot be the answer. We have only
Yes.
one triangle. Also, it cannot be the answer because it doesn't have image on this side, right? Also, this cannot be the answer.
Yes.
And how about this one? As see here, it is looking up, right? So also this cannot be the answer because see here, this one, right? If you just unfold this, these two triangles,
Okay,
they
so
must be
C.
looking towards each other. So the answer
C.
here is C.
Okay.
Okay. And others, I think with this, because we don't have any problem with dot, it will be at 4 corners, okay? And also this one, actually, we don't have any problem with this. And in the middle also, we have these circles. Anyway, that is C. So section B from 16 to 25, that's section B. Correct answer, 4 points. Incorrect or no answer, that's just nothing. Okay, Rahim, read the question.
There are some 3-digit numbers that satisfy the following criteria. The sum of the digits is 25. The product of the digits is 567. What is the greatest 3-digit number that satisfies the criteria above?
There are some 3-digit numbers that satisfy the following criteria. The sum of the digits is 25. The product of the digits is 567. And what is the greatest 3-digit number that satisfies the criteria above?
Any 3-digit number?
Any digit number, but among this, you need to find the greatest one, right?
Okay.
And usually,
So
Rahim, how do you
first
find
one.
the greatest
Okay, so
3-digit
you should
number?
start from 9. You should start from 9 first.
Yeah, actually 999, right? Actually, that is the
Yes,
greatest
999.
number. But here it says that the sum of the digits 25.
Yes,
So that means I
also
just try to keep this one unchanged. That's 18. Let me just try, right? This one is 7. So with this 997, okay? So 997, the sum of the digits, it is 25. That is the greatest 3-digit number where the sum of the digits is 25. And how about if you check this? The product of the digits is 567. The product is 9, times 9 times
Yes, it's
7.
correct.
Is it correct?
Correct. Yes, yes.
Okay, so the answer is dot dot dot. It is 997. Good. Well, I give read the next question.
Tom thinks of a number. He adds 12, then multiply by 7. The answer is 10 times of his original number. What number did he think of?
This is
Very
easy.
very easy question. Okay, 1 minute. Guys, do it and let me see.
Four.
Is it 4?
One second.
If you add
Let
4
me-
to 12, it is 16. 7 times 16, it is 102. So
Four.
the answer is 10 times of his original number.
Wait, wait. No, 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 not four, not four, not four. Yes, 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 it's four. Four. Yes, four.
4, really? Tom thinks of a number. Let's say that number is, it is X. He adds 12, then multiply by 7, right? So that is X
What?
plus 12. And after that, multiplies by
Yes.
7.
Yes, it's four.
So the answer is 10 times the original number.
Yes, it's
If you
correct.
take to this
It's
side,
four.
it is 3x equals 3 times 12. So what is x? X equals 28.
Wait, wait,
What?
wait. Wait, why did I not multiply 7 by 12? Okay.
Because if you expand this, it is 7x, right? Plus 7 times 12. Let me just
Yes,
find
I
84.
wrote 7. Yes, I wrote 7 times. I just wrote 12 for some reason. I didn't write
Yeah, take
84.
7x to the right hand side. That is 3x. 3x, 84 is divided by 7. That's equal to 28.
Yeah, I forgot to multiply 7 by 12.
Okay, good. Next question. Adnan, can you read this question? That's also interesting question. Last time, did we do a similar question? I don't know.
No,
It's like, if you have
never.
ever played this game before, maybe when I was a student, we used to play a mind problem in the computer. Every computer has this game. If you just open the windows, and this 2 means actually 2 bombs actually that is hidden touching this 2, for example. If you just click on it, it will explode. The 3 means that there are 3 bombs around this tree, for example. It is something like this. Anyway, first, Adnan, read the question. Adnan, okay. As shown in example 1, each number in a cell represents the number of shaded cells that surround it. Example 1. As you see here, 1 has border to 1 shaded region. How about number 2? It is border to 2 shaded regions. If you look at 4, for example, it is touching 4 shaded, let's say hexagons. And 3 also, it is touching 3 shaded hexagons. 2 is like this. Here the question is, how many shaded cells will be in the grid below after you shade it according to the rules above? Rahim, let's do it together, okay? Because if I ask you and do this, it may
I
take time.
muted. I was saying that it's easy. It just takes a lot of time.
Yeah, it is not difficult, but it takes time because in Sasmo, you know, if the answer is 21, your answer is 20 or 22, still it is wrong. So you need to calculate exactly.
But
That's a
also,
problem.
if we have this kind of question in Sasmo on the paper, can we like use the grid that they provide? Can we draw on it?
Yeah, of course.
Ah, okay. So we don't
Yes.
have to draw our own.
No. You can draw it on the paper.
Okay. And will they
Okay.
give like an answer sheet, separate answer sheet and separate?
Yes.
Okay.
They will give a separate answer sheet, and you need to write all the answers in the answer sheet and write the, what is it, your grade and name and your ID number, and you just submit only answer
Answer
sheets.
sheet.
And they also collect question papers because it's not allowed to give to
Solution.
the students. Okay, and that's why they collect it. But they send only answer sheets to Singapore.
Okay.
Okay, so now let's start from the top or anywhere you like. Let's start with 3. Okay, so if you look at this 3, that means
Top one
that it
and
is
bottom 2.
touching 2. So this one actually at the bottom we have only 2, at the top 3, right? So we have no
Yes.
way, right? We have to shade this. So 1 and 2 and 3 because here we have 3. Okay, now we are done with this 3. So now if you look at 4, for example, and also look at this 3, right? 3, it is touching only 3. 1, 2, 3. So I must shade all of this. Here we have 1 and 2 and 3, right? So now, okay, let's
Right
move
hand
back
side of
to
number
the
4
top
also.
again. Huh?
To
How about
complete
this
4,
3, for example? If you look at this 3, it's already actually touching
just
2
shade top
shaded,
one.
right? Huh?
Just shade the top one
Top one, are you sure?
or the bottom one.
Okay, we don't know. How about this 4? It is touching 1, 2, 3. Maybe
Yeah,
because
just
this
this
one,
one.
if you
Yes.
look at this 4, it's already shaded, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. So this one I cannot. Okay, so I must leave
Why?
it empty because 4 is, as you see here, 1, 2, 3, 4. Already it is touching 4
Oh,
shaded
okay.
hexagons. So actually it's empty. All right. And how about this one? Okay, one will think about this later. This 3, okay, either up or bottom. All right. So
Top,
okay,
top, top.
we don't know. Let's say, let me just shade this one. Okay, what happens? If I do so, at the time, now it is 2, right? Uh, okay. And how about if I shade this one? It is 2. And how about if I shade this one? Okay. This 5, now it is touching 2. And how about this one? It is 3, this 2, right? So this one, it is 4. So this must be empty because it's touching 2. And now for 5, it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And there's 2 already, so I cannot shade this one, so I need to shade this. So now 4, it is 1, 2, 3, also 1.
All of them.
So I cannot shade this, right? I cannot shade this, I cannot shade this. So for 4, it is 1, 2, so then I need to shade this 2. Okay, and for 4, okay, 1, 2.
Yes, just
Okay,
these 2 and the one on the right side.
3
The bottom
and
one. Yeah.
4.
And the right.
That's it, right?
No, and the right side.
Right side, why?
Because it's 3 right now. It's not 4.
No, it is 4. Huh? It's okay. This one also. Okay,
Yes.
that's it, I think.
Yes.
So we didn't make any mistake.
No, no.
So how many? It is at the top 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. So the answer is, it is 17.
Okay.
Adnan. Okay, Adnan is not here. Good. That's it. Let's move to the next question. Okay. Rahim, read the question.
The clock on the right shows 6 o'clock. After how many minutes will the hour hand and the minute hand form an angle of 15 degrees? Huh?
The clock on the right shows 6 o'clock.
Shows.
After how many minutes will the hour hand and minute hand form an angle of 15 degrees?
Can we have time? on minute 20 after 27 minutes.
After how many?
27.
27.
Yes.
Are you sure?
Yes.
What is the angle, for example, if I draw a clock here, if you just pick any two consecutive numbers, let's say here we have, let's say it is 7 and 7 is not there.
Ah, wait. No, I forgot. If the what I'm turning the hour hand. Wait. It will be here. Okay. I think it's after exactly 30 minutes.
Yes.
Yes, okay.
Okay. Did you get it?
Yes, 30 minutes.
Because
exactly.
here, actually, this is a very easy question. This is P6,
I
but
forgot.
maybe in S1, they may ask a little bit different question. At that time, you should know that how actually fast the hour hand and minute hand is moving. And we know that minute hand moves 12 times slower than hour hand, right? Or let's say
Yes.
hour hand is moving 12 times slower than minute hand. Because when minute hand covers or sweeps 360 degrees, and hour hand sweeps only 30 degrees, because the angle between any two consecutive number on the clock, it is 30 degrees. So when our minute hand moves here, right, when minute hand comes here, this hour hand, it just moved to the middle of 7 and 6.
Yes, I
So the
forgot
angle
about
between
that
7
in the
and 6, that's
first time.
30,
That's
half of it, it is 15. So the answer is, what is it? After how many minutes? After
exactly 30.
30 minutes. But if I ask this question a little bit different, for example, for your level, Rahim, let's say after how many minutes will the hour hand and minute hand form an angle of, let's say, 20 degrees, or let's say 23 degrees even, or 25 degrees? It will be a harder question. At that
Yes,
time, you need
I
to
will
form
have to
algebra
go.
equation and solve it. Huh?
Huh? Algebraic equation.
Yes.
Why?
Now, also without this, you can solve this. But if you
write-
just if you solve this using algebra, it will be much faster
How?
and easier.
How?
Okay, it says that, let's say this 15 degrees, right? And let's say instead of 15, okay, what number is it? Let's say after how many
27.
minutes will the hour hand and minute hand form an angle of, let's say, 20 degrees? Okay, so
No,
we
you
know
do
that
harder.
actually, huh?
Can you do 23 or some uneven number?
Yeah, in general, any number, it doesn't matter actually. I can just put
23.
okay, which one? Let's say this 23.
Yes.
Okay, 23. So now we know that, let me just write here, hour hand and minute hand. Okay, we know that minute hand, right, in 1 hour it just moves from 6 to 7 or 7 to 8 or 8 to whatever it is. That means that in 60 minutes, right, the hour hand moves how many degrees? Only 30 degrees. And now how a minute hand? In 60 minutes it moves 360 degrees. Now I can write the rates. Okay, what is the rate of minute hand? Let me just use M for that. So in 60 minutes it is 30
30 per
degrees,
60.
right? In 1
Per
minute,
60.
how many degrees? In 1 minute it is 1/2 degrees. Let me just put here degrees somewhere here, degrees per minute. Okay, And how about hour hand? So not actually, this one is hour hand. The second one is minute hand. So how about this one? If you divide by 60, right? Every minute it is moving 6 degrees. So its rate is 6 degrees per minute. Okay. And suppose that after X minutes, okay, after X minutes, the angle between them is 23. So we will have something like this, right? Here we have this hour hand, okay, and this one is minute hand. I don't know, this angle is 23, okay. So as you see here, minute hand, every minute it is moving 6 degrees, right? After X minutes, for example, it moves how many degrees? So this angle is, what is it? 6x degrees after X minutes, right? And how about the minute hand? Minute hand is, it starts from moving from here, right? So this angle is, after X minutes, it moves how many degrees? 1 over 2 X degrees, right? So what is this angle? Okay, this angle is, because the straight angle is 180, that angle is 180 minus 6x. So now let me change the color here. Now this angle, right? This angle plus this angle, which is 180 minus 6x, that's equal to 23. Always you have this equation actually. So if you just write your equation here, 1 over 2x plus 180 minus 6x, that's equal to 23 degrees. So 1 over 2 minus 6, and take to the right hand side, that is 11 over 2x. And 23 take to the left hand side, 180 minus 23, that's equal to 157 degrees. And actually 157, because x is in minutes, right? So what is x here? X is equal to 2 times 157 over 11. Now that is exact minute. After this many minutes, the angle between the hour hand and minute hand will be, what is it, 23 degrees. And usually they ask in such a question that x will be whole number. But in general, that's more. If you calculate this, 2 times 157 is divided by 11, that's equal to approximately 28.5 minutes.
So you should
Or,
answer.
yes.
So how many minutes?
Yeah, you can just change this into minutes. That is 28.5 minutes approximately. Correct to one decimal place.
28 minutes and 30 seconds.
Yeah, but if they ask exactly for this question, for example, 23, the exact number is 2 times 257 over 11, or that is 28, and what is it? 28 times 2 times 157, that's 314, right? 314 over 11. So 11 times 28, that's equal to 308. So here we have 28, and here 308, that's 6 over 11 minutes exactly. After this many minutes, the angle between the hour hand and minute hand will be.
But if you write 28.5, will they count it as correct?
Rahim, if they ask this kind of question, they actually states the what is it, the format of the answer accurately. They say that maybe leave your answer correct to one decimal place, or leave your answer correct to the nearest whole number. Let's say correct to one decimal place at that time, that is 28.5 minutes, and correct to the nearest whole number, that is 29 minutes. Or as a fraction form, at the time your answer is 314 over 11.
So if they
As a
don't
mixed
say
number,
anything,
at the time this is the answer. They mention actually all the time in international exams, they mention exactly how you should leave your final answer.
so here if they didn't say anything, we should give exactly answer.
But here, if they don't say anything, that means that the answer will be whole number.
Ah. Okay. It's
Because
just
here,
because we changed number. Okay.
yeah, we just
We
guess any number. We put any number, 23, but
Okay.
usually they don't put this kind of number.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. Rahim, read the question.
Jamaican top runners Usain, Johan, and Nico are in the 200-meter competition. When Usain reached the finish line, Johan was behind Usain by 20 meters, and Nico was behind Johan by 36 meters. Suppose all of them maintained their respective speeds. How far was Nico from the finish line when Johan completed the race? Express your answers in meters. Okay. So from 20 to 25, it's hard questions. Huh?
Say again, Rahim.
From 20 to 25, it's hard questions.
Yeah, but hard question, but this one is paper 6, not S1.
So it's even harder in this one.
Yeah, this easier because you are grade 7, right? This is for grade 6 students.
No, I'm saying S1 is even going to be harder.
Yeah, of course, S1 is harder than P6.
How much harder?
I don't know, what's your scale? I don't know how much harder. Is this, if I said this much, can you see? This
Yes.
much harder.
This much?
What is this much? In kilometers. Okay. Rahim, anyway, let's do this. How do you solve this question? I think you understand the question. We are talking about 3 people and their running speeds are different. That means that the fastest guy reached the finish line first, and the second fastest guy, the second, and third one is the last, right? So it says that Usain, Johan, and Nikhil are in the 200-meter competition. So that is our 200-meter competition. Maybe I should draw this here. Okay, that's 200. So from A to B, the distance is 200. Okay. When Usain reached the finish line, so here we have Usain. Let me just write here, Usain. And Johan was behind Usain by 20 meters. So here we have Johan. The distance is, what is it, 20 meters. And Nikhil was behind Johan by 36 meters. So here we have Nikhil, right? So the distance between them, it was 36 meters. Okay, so this one is 36, this one is 20 distances. Okay. Suppose all of them maintain their respective speeds. That means that their speed did not change until they reached the finish line. How far was Nikhil from the finish line when Johan completed the race?
Wait, if they kept same speed, Nikhil would still stay 36 meters behind Johan at all times. So 36 meters.
Yes.
That's it?
No, not all the time, right? Because if your speed is, for example, let's say your speed is 10 meters per minute. So my speed is 8 meters per minute, right? So every minute, right, our gap between you and me, it is increasing by 2. After 1 minute, you are 2 meters away from me. After 2 minutes, it's 4 meters, right? After 3 minutes, it's 6 meters. It's not always 36.
But they kept the same speed.
Yeah, but the same speed, but it depends. If you mean, it means that I'm saying that, okay, you are running at the speed of 10 meters per second, for example. It does not change. My speed is 8 meters per second. So now our what is it? The distance between you and me is 36 meters. Every minute it changes, right? After 1 minute, it will be 38. After 2 minutes, it will be 40. Because you're not running at the same speed. If you're running at the same speed at the time, the distance does not change.
Okay. So
okay,
that
Rahim,
means
give a try,
that...
okay? So let's just 2 minutes, and after that, let's discuss this. First, give a try and try to write the equation.
So it increases by 2 every single minute?
Yes.
A minute, not meter. Every meter? No, I don't know. Do you know the answer?
Just a minute.
Okay.
Okay. What is
Did
the
you solve
question
it?
here? How far was Nikhil from the finish line when Johan completed the race? So the answer is, what I got is, it is 40.
40.
Okay. So why is this so? I'm just going to use simple algebra, Rahim, but don't get scared when you say a lot of letters, because usually, I don't know, if you don't practice much, students, when they say a lot of variables like A, B, C, D, E, okay, they get scared. Okay. But actually, we're just labeling something. Okay. I cannot always call you, hey, with two eyes, one nose, a lot of hair, and two arms, right? I cannot. If I just say Rahim, okay, Rahim represents you, right? You understand. So
No, I'm
algebra
not.
means this. Instead of describing your all, what is it, features, we are just labeling you. You are
I'm.
Rahim. When I say Rahim,
I'm.
everybody thinks of you.
I'm not
So Rahim, we
scared
know
of
that
variables.
huh?
I'm not scared of variables. I'm scared of fractions.
Good. Also, it's going to involve some fractions. So Rahim, here, I'm just going to use very simple formula again. And we know the relationship between distance, time, and speed. We know that distance is equal to average speed times time. Okay. So we are talking about three people: Hussein, Johan, and Nikhil. As you see from the question, Hussein is the fastest guy here. Johan is the second, and Nikhil is the third one. And let me just label their speeds by U, Y, and N. Okay. So as you see here, after t minutes, that's my first part. Okay. After t minutes, because they start from A, right, at the same time. Otherwise, if they don't say start at the same time, it's not unfair. They say at the same time, right? After 10 minutes, what is it? Nikhil reached this point, and Johan reached this point, and Hussein reached this point. Because time is the same for all of them. Because of their speed, they are at different locations. So the first one, Hussein covered a distance of 200 meters, right? Because he's already at finish line. So the distance is equal to Hussein's speed and the time. Okay. And how about for Y? Y actually at 20 meters behind the finish line. So that is 200 minus
180.
20. That's equal to 120. What is it? Y. His speed is, let's say this Y,
180.
and time is T. And how about Nikhil? Nikhil is 20 and 36. That is 56 meters behind the finish line, which is 144. He covered only a distance of 144 meters, and his speed is, let's say, this N in T, right? So now from here, I can find their speed, right? What is U? U is 200 over T. And how about Y? y equals 200 over t. And how about n? N is equal to 144 over t. This should be 180, right? 180. And what is it? It is meter per second, meter per second, meter per second. Okay, that's the first one. Now the second one. All right. So the second scenario, it says that the question is, suppose all of them maintain their respective speeds. How far was Nikhil from the finish line when Johan completed the race? So Johan is going to complete 20 more minutes, right? And suppose that after t sub 0 minutes, Johan will reach the finish line. So that means that in 20 minutes, and also Nikhil, right, it will cover some distance. It will be here. And also time is the same. So let me just write their distance, okay? So Johan actually covers 20 meters in how many minutes? Let's say t sub 0 minutes or seconds. And what is Johan's speed? Johan's speed is 180 over t. 180 over t. Okay. So during this time, also Nikhil, he covers, let's say, distance, some distance. We are going to find this. And time is the same, right? What is her distance? His speed is, what is it? 144 over t. That's it. So now let me just divide side by side. If you divide side by side from here, d over 20 is equal to, what is d? D equals t sub 0 times 144 over t over, what is 20?
What
T
is
sub 0
sub-zero?
times 180 over t. What did you say?
What is sub-zero? Keep
T,
saying sub-zero.
T0, this one.
Ah, T0. Ah, okay.
Yes. And how do you read this? Is t actually usually we read this as t sub 0, right? Because this one is subscript notation, or simply t naught also. The same thing. Or
What does it mean?
also we can read it t0. Huh?
What does it mean?
Yeah, we have, like, for example, we can write here n, and this one is m, right? And this one is superscript notation.
What?
Superscript notation. And how about this one? This one is subscript notation. Okay. When you just say A0, okay, not to get confused, if you just read this A naught or A sub 0. But if it is clear from the context, simply you can just say T0 also. But the correct one is T sub 0.
But what does it mean? What does it do?
Sub, super, that is under. We have notation, right? I can write here, put here or
Yes,
here,
it's
right?
under. I know it. I get it. It's under, but why is it under? Why is it not like normal zero? Why?
Sometimes if you're using a lot of variables, right, at the time the subscript notation helps us to minimize the number of variables. Like, for example, you're going to use 4 variables, right? You can use maybe A, B, C, D, right? But instead of this, also I can use something like this: A sub 0, A1, A2, A sub 3. So at
Okay.
the time, actually, to denote, if we are talking about a lot of variables, then we use subscript notations. Now, if it is only 3, 4, usually we don't use it. Anyway, Rahim, it's not important. If you want, I can just put something else, okay?
Understood the purpose.
Huh?
I understood the purpose.
Good. So now from here, if I just divide side by side, as you see here, t sub 0, and they cancel each other. And also this t, they cancel each other. Now multiply both. What we have here? Here we have 144 over 180. And both are divisible by 12. If you divide by 12, here we have 12. Divide by 12, it is 15. Or even they are divisible by 24. And by, anyway, by 3, it is 4. By 3, it is 5. Now, if you multiply both sides by 20, d is equal to 20 times 4 over 5. That's equal to 16. So that means that he covered a distance 16 meters in t0 minutes. So that means that it was 56 meters away, right? First it was 56, and this distance was 56. So he covered a distance of 16. Now, what is the remaining distance? It is 40. So that means that when Johan reached the finish line, Nickel was 40 meters away from the finish line. So the answer is, it is 40. Okay, that's it, Rahim. Maybe you can try, have a look, okay? Because
Wait.
this question, if you read this again and try one more time, at the time you can understand more. Now here, if you have any question, you can ask.
Are you lagging for me or for everyone?
Hmm?
Are you lagging or it's just me?
Am I? Let me change.
You were
For me also.
okay then. Yes, again.
Just a minute.
Okay. Now it's good, I think. Yes. Hello?
Hello, I just changed my internet connection from Wi-Fi to 4G.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, now it's good.
Can you hear me well now?
Yes.
Good. Rahim, let's move to the next question. In the sequence below, some numbers are missing. Each number is the sum of two preceding numbers. What is the value of x? That's, I think, not so difficult question, because it says that each number is the sum of two preceding numbers. What is the value of x? Okay, how do we do that? And suppose
Yes.
that the next
easy.
number is, let's say it is y, right? So at the time, what will be the next number? This number will be x plus y. And how about this number? It will be the sum of the preceding two numbers, y plus x plus y, that is x plus 2y, right? And from here, we can just write here, okay, let me also write this one. What is this? That is 18 plus x plus 2y. And how about this one? That is this number plus 18, right? So that is 36 plus x plus 2y. So from here, x plus y plus x plus y plus x plus 2y, that's equal to 18. So because first we need to form our equation, x plus y plus x plus 2y, that's equal to 18, right? So now how about 76? 76 is the sum of this number and this number, right? Let me just simplify this. 18 plus 36, that's equal to 54. And x plus x, that's equal to 2x. And 2y plus 2y, that's equal to 4y. That's equal to 76. Now just we need to solve this two equations, right? From the first one, 2x plus 3y. 2x plus 3y, that's equal to 18. From the second one, and the 2x plus 4y, take 54 to the right-hand side, 76 minus 54, that's equal to 22. Now, if you subtract the first equation from the second equation, 2x minus 2x, that's equal to 0, 4y minus 3y, that's equal to y, and 22 minus 18, that's equal to 4. If it is 4, right, substitute either in the first or second equation, we can find x. So if you substitute in the first one, for example, 2x plus 3 times 4, that's equal to 18. What is x here? 18 minus 12, it is 6. 6 is divided by 2, that's equal to 3. So x equals 3, y is equal to 4. So now if you write the sequence here, first it starts with x, right? It is 3. Y, it is 4. 3 plus 4, it is 7. 4 plus 7, it is 11. 7 plus 11, it is 18. 11 plus 18, it is 29. 18 plus 29, that is 30, 47. 29 plus 47, that's equal to 76. What is the question here? What is the value of x? Actually, we have already calculated. It is.
How did you? You
Yes.
got that y is 4. Where did you get 2x plus 3 times 4? 3 times. Okay, yes, I understood. Okay, never mind.
Okay.
Okay, yes.
Rahim, let's finish with this question, okay? And other questions you will practice, and we'll continue next week. What do you think, Rahim? Without doing anything, can you answer this question?
This is my most not favorite question.
But it's very tricky and easy question. Did we solve this kind of question before, Rahim?
Yes, we solved a million of these
X
questions, and I
minus
never
A
understood one.
times X minus B times X minus C dot 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 X minus Y and X minus Z is equal to what?
Is this sum of x natural numbers or
Is
something?
equal to 0. Why? Because here we have X minus A, B, C, D, E, F, G. After some time, we have X minus X here, right? So that's equal to 0. 0 times anything is
Yes.
0. But if you
Yes, I
notice
remember.
here, 2 and 100, 102. 399, 102. 498, 102, right? The sum of these two numbers, 102. Somewhere here, then, we will have some number, right? That is 1 over
0 divided by
51
102.
plus 1 over 51. It is not plus, it's minus. Because the sum of these denominators must be equal to 102. So 51, 51, and that's why their difference is 0, and that's why the whole thing is equal to 0.
Yes, okay. Yes, I understand. Oh, yes, I remember.
Okay.
So anytime we have this kind of question, answer is always 0 if it's
No,
multiplication.
it depends on. But now here in usual calculation, you cannot calculate. There must be some tricky way here. So that's why it is like this.
So,
Okay, Rahim, that much is enough for today. Okay, you
but
keep practicing questions.
how?
If you come with questions for the next class, you will go much faster. We have only 2 hours left. Okay, so put, I mean, some efforts, and hopefully you will be happy at the end. Yes, Rahim, you say
How?
something?
Yes. So if the sum of denominator is always the same number, that means that the sum is
No,
going
no,
to
no.
be
We
0.
cannot tell one rule, Rahim. You should not actually approach the question like this. It can be anything, but here, what I notice here, if you are subtracting, and the sum of the denominator is 102, that's even number. That means that after some step, actually, the sum of these numbers, right? Actually, both numbers will be the same. Why? Because their sum is even. If it
Okay.
is odd, for example, it doesn't work here.
For example.
Like, for
Because
example, 1 over 2 minus 1 over 99, for example. And 3 and 97, for example, 98, for example.
And then what will be the answer?
We don't know. We don't know. It depends on the question. We don't have any general rule. First, you should understand the problem and try to see the pattern. But here, what I see here is it is minus, and 2, 100, 399. The sum is 102. That means that after some steps, it must be 51 and 51, which means that 1 over 51 minus 1 over 51, that's equal to 0. That's why the product is 0 here.
Do you think they will give
Usually in this kind of products, usually it is 0, usually.
Okay, yes,
Product,
I was going to
okay,
ask
not the
that.
sum.
Okay. So I was going to ask that. So do you think they would give like this kind of question where it's not 0?
Yes, they may give, why not?
Okay.
Rahim, until next class, okay, try to practice 2017 S1 if you have more time, and also 2018 P6, okay? And at least if you just solve the questions, and if you just come with questions, Mr. Qasim, I know this, I did this, I did this. So at least also we can cover 2018 next week.
But next class, if I do, what will we do next class if I do S1?
Yeah, first do it, then we will talk, okay? First do it.
Okay.
Okay, and if you do, we have a lot of things to do, okay? Okay, Rahim, have a nice weekend. See you next Wednesday, all right?
Bye.